Happy Sunday. The sun is shining today, which is really weird because I feel like I haven't seen it in ages. So today is a good day. I just wanted to do a quick video about the work, doing the work. So normally when you're awakened to Twin Flame Journey, it's normally via like a video, like YouTube or something, and then it kind of hits home. I mean, I'm just going off what generally seems to be what for most people how it happens, and I'm gonna go off my own, like things that I went through and what I've done. So please excuse my hair as well, guys. It's a bit all over the place. Yes, so normally you're awakened to the Twin Flame, normally by a video via YouTube, information, and it just kind of resonates and hits home. I remember when I got my awakening, like I watched the video, they tried to awaken me earlier, because I remember catching a brief video, but I wasn't ready, and I couldn't believe that there was any way that was, so I just brushed it off, didn't watch any more of the video. And then however many months later, then I was awakened, and it was deep straight away. I think I cried for like 2 hours. The video was quite a long video, but I cried for ages because it just resonated, the things they were talking about, and I just knew. I was like, this is for me, this is what's going on. So then I made the decision to do the work, which is hard. It's, you know, it's a decision. You're deciding to put yourself, you're gonna heal yourself in every way and work through every burden, you know, childhood issues, the lot. You're making that decision to really resolve it. Now, one thing about, I would say, doing the work is, well, because people have a lot of fear. They're like, oh, like, especially towards the beginning, like, you know, but your fear kind of eats away at you. It's a bit like, you're like, but is this a twin flame? Like, but you know, you have a knowing, but there's that fear that battles you. Your mind comes into it a lot. And I will say, even if you choose to do the work, if you are doing the work for your twin flame, who you believe to be your twin flame, even if he or she, even if they aren't your twin flame, you are going to manifest and bring in your true twin flame, because you're doing the work, and that's going to call them in anyway. So I don't think people should worry about that, because you're healing and doing all the right stuff anyway. You're working on yourself. So I think, if you can, try and remove that fear, because the outcome's going to be that either way. It's going to be the right outcome. Yeah, so a few things just about doing the work before I go. Steps that I've taken and have been taking. Advice would be, get out in nature. Just something about being in nature helps clear your mind anyway, you know. You're tapped into source, but be around nature. How I started on going on walks. It was kind of like a way of meditation, because I had my music in, and I would think, and I began just walking around nature, headphones in, you know, sometimes listening to videos on YouTube, and sometimes just having music and really using the music to start my journey. And yeah, so being in nature is something I would really, really, really suggest to people. And it is a process, so patient. I know patience is like the worst word, everybody hates it, I know. Even sometimes, because obviously I'm not in union in the 3D, even the word patience is like, oh, because you just hear it so much and you feel it so much, and you're like, God damn it, I've been patient enough, when do I get my, you know? And the whole time you are sitting in that, you haven't quite reached the end, because you do go through the motions and get to a point where you can have done your work, accept, you know, you feel the love, you know you love this person unconditionally, you wish them the best, and you get to a point where it's not just about just being together in the 3D, even though I know that that's, you know, something that everyone wants it. You just reach a point of, I think you get relaxed, which is, you know your worth. And if they, like, everyone has free will, if they don't reach the point that they have an understanding of your worth and can come and step up to the plate and step up to you or whatever, then you reach a point where you just know you can just love them from afar, but still create your life because you've done the healing. And you know, when you start doing the healing and the work, you know, it starts showing on the outside as well. This is not just how you feel, it starts showing in your life. Things start going right for you, you know. So yeah, advice would be nature, being around nature, obviously. Meditating. Meditating's a big part of it. A lot of stuff came to me during meditation, seeing things, you know, things that had happened to my divine masculine, just stuff I needed to know, stuff I needed to work with. So meditation is key. And, you know, dig deep. It's gonna just be aware that it is a process. This is not something you can just awaken and, you know, within 2 weeks it's gonna be, oh yeah, great, I've done all my work. There's layers and levels and levels and levels, and you level up throughout the process. Even things like, you will find when you start getting awakened, you get into something like tarot, or you know, that starts hitting up for everyone. When I first awakened and I got my tarot cards and that, I just was getting so confused. I wasn't sure, you know, the fear with an ego was still there. You know, I wasn't sure what messages, and then cards would fall out and then my fear would come up, so I'd think that was something else. So if you are getting confused and stuff like that with cards, just be aware you're going through it. You're in the process. So just keep striving, just keep working. You know, sit and think about things, really sit with something. In regards to the triggering, like, I even had a trigger this week, and I think back and I think, God, all those years before like you weren't awakened, you have a trigger and it just like, you kind of just go into denial, you brush it off for something else and you put a wall up. But I sat with it and I worked through my trigger, I think within 24 hours, because the trigger was like, it was a big trigger. Came back to, I thought I'd healed my childhood abandonment issues, and it was like the last, like I thought I'd got there, and then it was like the last little thing that brought it up, and I was guided to do some stuff to let it finally out. But yeah, so just be patient, be in nature, move through the motions. You know, you're gonna be tired, especially when you're going through the dark night of the soul. Is hardcore. It's just, you just want to be on your own. I remember I'd get up and work a shift and I'd just come home and be absolutely shattered, waking up shattered. These are all normal things, so don't feel like there's something wrong, or, you know, you're not slipping into depression. You're working through, you're doing your work, you're getting everything out, you're purging, you know. Purging, just every time I purge, again, I'm sure it's different for a lot of people, but when I was purging, oh my God, the second I'd get, like, from when I was first awakened from the first video, oh my God, the purging that was coming up straight away. I was feeling like I was going to throw up. It's all just coming up and out, and it was intense. I was over that toilet bowl, like, and I was like, what is going on? So just go with it. Watch videos, people talk about it, you know, to make you feel like you're not alone, because you need that. Yeah, to be fair, at the beginning, I didn't speak to anyone about this. I just went through it alone. So I don't know, I mean, whatever you're guided to do, you go with. It depends. You know, you might have someone close to you that's a twin flame and that's gone through it and they straight away can help you, but I don't have anyone, like friends or siblings or anything that's gone through this. So I couldn't just be like, hey, by the way, I'm going for a spiritual awakening. Like, they'd be like, what are you talking about? So yeah, I kept it close for most of it until I was guided and felt this. Again, I'm not going around talking to everyone about it. Like a lot of my friends and family, I still haven't told, because, you know, not everyone's on the same wavelength as you, and it's not about hiding it. It's more about, you start to notice jealousy and people around you, and you start to be fully aware on people that don't actually want the best for you. It's not always that they're bad people. It's that people have jealousy, and the second the jealousy's there for them, it chucks out the energy, and I do feel like it blocks things for you. Can block union, you know. So just bear that in mind. But yeah, go to people, like, watch videos. You know, you're not doing this alone. There is tons of other people that are going through it as well. People that are going through it as well are the people that you would really want to be talking to, because they're not going to chuck out that jealousy. They're going to have understanding, and they want, you know, if you're slightly ahead of them, they're going to want your advice. So they're not jealous. They want the information. So yeah, I would just be aware of who you're talking to and what you're talking about to people. Or if you are talking, some things can be kept. You don't have to tell them everything, all the details. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you a little video on about, you know, if you make the decision to do the work, be prepared. It's going to be gruff, but it's going to be worth it. And like I said, whether for you, obviously it's about union or whatever, but it's going to be worth it for you. You are going to reach a point where you can see the work that you've done, you can feel the work that you've done, and you can see it in your life, and it's changing you as a person, and that's amazing anyway. Whether you get to be with your twin flame in this lifetime or whatever, like, to start changing your life and working on yourself so that for positive reasons, you know, you're gonna be happy. And that's the main thing. Be happy. Be patient, be happy, be in nature, meditate, watch who you're talking to. You will find as you move through the process anyway, that even if you have said something to someone, and then as you start going more through the journey, you might realise, actually, this is probably not good. You can feel that it's not great to tell them. It's fine, just backtrack. Just tell them, either just say to them, yeah, well, you know, I've worked through that now, and I'm leaving that to the universe now, you know. So no need to discuss it. There's nothing wrong with that. Then no one can block it for you, and you can carry on with your journey. Yeah, so that's it for now. I'm going to go, but yeah, happy summertime Sunday, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.